Hello and welcome to I Love Romance Novels Online. Today our host is romance author A.J. Harmon. A.J., welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here today with my friend who I've had the great honor and privilege of signing with at a couple of events, the fabulous Miss H.J. Bellus, author of a ton of books. um, so, Heidi, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here today and talk up some romance novels with you.
Yeah, you look like you are just in a little slice of heaven right where you are. Tell me about your backdrop there.
I am actually in my own little paradise up in Pine, Idaho. My husband and I recently just bought a cabin with the great excuse to come up here and write, which I'm doing right now. I took a quick break to be with you, but I'm working on a second decision and just hanging out on my deck.
Fabulous. Well, you are here with us today because you have some pretty exciting news to share with us. Tell me about what's coming up for you in the next couple of months.
I have some very exciting news to share. As most of my fans know, I'm an Idaho girl. Love the great state of Idaho. But in September, I'm going to be traveling to Portland, Oregon to be signing at Fashion Portland. And I'm super excited. Yes, I'm super excited to be at a signing in Oregon, and I can't wait.
Oh, we cannot wait to have you here. We are very excited. And not only are you bringing all of your books with you, but you're also going to be bringing some other very special things with you. Tell us about that.
I am. I promised one of my very best friends that I'd buy him a donut, and that print happens to be Golden with Furious Photog. He's on two of my covers. Mr. Right Now, he's the famous Pole, and he's excited to visit Oregon. And also I invited Jared Thompson. He's on the cover of Creed, my very first book. And when I invited him, I'm like, Portland. I'm like, do you know where Portland is? He's like, oh, that is my favorite city. I had a photo shoot there, and I love Portland. And I told him about the donuts, and he's all in. So we're super excited to come. The guys are great. They'll love taking pictures, signing books, signing posters. They're super great guys.
So we're just going to have to make sure that Golden doesn't have a camera with him. Otherwise, he'll be jumping on the other side of the table.
I told him he had to keep his camera home, and he was good with that. He's excited to come experience the Passion Portland event as a model. And so I told him the only camera he gets is a Polaroid, and I'm only giving that to him if he behaves. So
yeah,
he's a model the whole time.
Yeah, for those people who don't know who Golden is, as you said, he has a website, Furious Photog. I have had the privilege of meeting him a couple of times when he's been the official event photographer at a couple of signings, and he is just the sweetest guy and takes some beautiful pictures. And to see him on your cover with his shirt off was just really fun too.
It's super exciting. The way that came about is Mr. Right Now, I was looking for 4 models, and I had 2 models down, and I was looking for 2 more, kind of a fresh face, something new. And Randy actually posted the picture of Golden, and I messaged him. I'm like, dude, you've been holding out on me. What's going on? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, your ass is going on my cover. And so he really didn't have much of a choice after I saw the picture.
Oh, that is awesome. That's fabulous. So you will be bringing 2 very hunky models to Passion in Portland with you. So not only will your fans get to meet you and buy your books, they can have a picture taken with your models as well. Just no groping.
No groping. Jared, on the cover of Creed, is a little ham. He loves flexing his muscles and taking pictures and chatting with people, so it'll be lots of fun.
So let's talk about Creed. That's your very first book that you've written?
It was. That's my baby. I always call Creed my baby. 2 years ago, June 3rd, I released it on my wedding anniversary. I just kind of started writing. I let some of my childhood story go in the prologue, and then from there, it just never stopped. It was like a wildfire, and I just kept going and going. And so yeah, it's my baby, and I'm very proud of it. And it's very special to travel with Jared. That is not the original cover of the book. Some of my readers from the beginning know that, but lots don't. And so I went out on a limb, putting a hot, sexy guy on my cover. I was hesitant, but it's paid off. It's been one of my best sellers, and just really, really proud of it.
So did you write that book with the intention to publish, or were you just writing it as a way to, you know, fill time, or maybe a little bit of therapy, or just as a fun thing to keep you occupied? What was the reasoning behind it?
Lots and lots of therapy. I had recently lost an amount of weight. I shared this story with several of my readers. It's hard to talk about, but I lost a bunch of weight, and I didn't have much to hide behind, and so I started writing and just journaling and brainstorming different things in a notebook, and that's how it came along. And then I am such a do-it-yourself type of girl. I Googled how to upload a book, and it's just all blossomed from there.
That's exciting. How cool. I mean, that's just amazing stories to hear how self-published authors just do it. I mean, there's no well, there's fear, but overcoming that fear and just saying, hey, you know, I'm going to put myself out there and see what happens.
Right. So, you know, it is, you put it out there. Your heart's out there. I mean, it's on your sleeve, and people either like it or don't like it. But over 2 years, I've become a person where I will write what I want to write, and I understand not everyone will like it. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of myself, and I love my words. And so that's where it comes from. And so I always call myself the crazy train HJ arrives, so you never know what's going to come out of my mouth next.
Yeah. I like I said, I've been at a couple of signings with you, and it's amazing to see the fans' faces when they get to meet you in person. I've watched that, you know, a couple of times, and you are so good with your readers. I mean, it's just like they're friends. Everybody's a friend for you. So, which is probably why they love you so much. So, you know, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I guess I chalk it up to living in a small town in Idaho, too. I live 13 miles from the nearest town, so when I get to a big city and get to meet fans and you know, readers that I've bonded with on Facebook, it's just wild.
Yeah. So you've just released a new book. I had the great fun of being able to be at your release party, which was a hoot. It was a great time. Tell us about your new book, Blue.
All right, so I go back, you know, I travel with, I'm bringing Golden with me, you know, Furious Photog. A lot of imagery goes into my writing. I'm a scrapbooker at heart, a crafter at heart, and so I see a picture and literally a story is born within me. Lori Periwinkle with Periwinkle Photography posted that picture, and I have a bad habit of messaging photographers. Is this sold? And they say no. I'm like, well, it is now. And once I saw that picture, the story was born. Wow. It's a modern tale, Beauty and the Beast, set in the college, of course, with a twist on it. It's just a great read. It's super fun. I love writing about strong female characters, and that's what Blue is. She is a train wreck waiting to happen, not going to give up on what she wants, and she just goes for it.
That's awesome. So you write specifically contemporary romance?
I do. Yeah, contemporary romance. I'm loving the college romance. I don't know why. I must have missed out on something in college because I love that genre.
So that would be considered new adult, correct?
Yep, and okay. I have two of those. That Girl and Blue are set in college age.
Okay. And are they for 18 plus books?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, there's always a little bit of heat with me.
A little bit, or maybe more than a little bit?
Only a little bit more, but I can get by with saying just a little bit of heat.
I was told the other day that we should call them saucy books. They're saucy books. So
There is.
yeah.
I just resigned from teaching full time. Actually, I was a 7th grade language arts teacher, and so all the men I worked with, I would say, "Hey, take this book home," and I'm like, "Your wife will thank me." Actually, one of the guys I worked with, he's like, "Heidi, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to read it, and I was reading it, and this is the Mr. Right Now series. He's like, I got through a couple sentences and thought I can do this. Then I just had to slam it shut. I could not do it.
That's hysterical.
It was really funny. I actually had a coming out party. I know it sounds really funny, and my husband kept saying, "You need to quit calling it that." But I live in a small town and had a coming out party as an author because nobody in my small town knew that I wrote books.
Ah, yeah.
So it was lots of fun.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows now. So
everybody knows now.
So your Mr. Right Now series, are they full-length novels or are they novellas?
The Mr. Right Now series is actually it's a serial, and so they're 20K plus.
Okay.
It's about 4 brothers who have a string of nightclubs, Made to Sin, and they're traveling around the U.S. starting up these nightclubs. And actually, it's about the sin that happens in the hotel room after the business in the day.
Okay. So there's business in the day, and then there's business at the night.
With lots of sin. And each brother has their own taste of what they like.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's fabulous, and you'll be bringing all those books with you to Passion in Portland.
I will, and hopefully by